And now Riders Radio Theater presents the ongoing saga of the Cowboy Way. Tonight, episode 1 of the exciting Western melodrama, Singing Six Guns. In the distance, a cloud of dust, the sound of 3 riders pounding across a barren, lifeless valley in a desperate race against time. Above them, a dark, murky, ominous cloud of death, slowly rising towards the stratosphere.
Ranger Doug, tell me again why we're riding in this desperate race against time.
Slim, if you've been paying attention, you'd know that somebody has to notify the government about the huge cloud of chlorofluorocarbons up there.
But why?
Because if that cloud up there reaches the ozone, life as we know it on this planet will be destroyed, Too Slim.
That's good enough for me. Come on, let's go.
Moments later, riders in the sky arrive at the famed old XXX Ranch. There they find their old sidekick, Sidemeat, preparing to go aloft in his chip-powered hot air balloon.
Whoa, boy. Whoa, Turbo. Whoa. What's up there, Sidemeat?
Me? Well, I was about to be anyway. I come back here to get my balloon, come looking for you, because I got some good news.
Well, we sure could use some. What is it?
Well, this report, it was just phoned in by the ecology department at Johnny Mac Brown Junior College.
Oh, yeah? The result of the test I had them run? What did they say?
They said the reason that patch of grass turned green over by the kitchen is my new O3 bean.
I thought as much.
Yep, boys in the lab over there say that they release a special methane gas that neutralizes the
Chlorofluorocarbons.
Yeah, thank you. I wrote it all down here, see?
Yeah. This makes sense, fellas. The O3 beans release a reactive form of methane gas that binds with the chlorofluorocarbons.
Yeah, see? It ain't easy to say that.
and keeps them from destroying the ozone. Those beans could save the world.
Oh, what do you mean, save the world?
Quickly, Woody Paul explains about the ominous cloud of death hovering above Tumbleweed Valley and the peril that now exists for all life on this small planet.
So you see, somehow we've got to neutralize that gas, and your O3 beans may be the answer.
Oh, I know. We'll get everybody in the world to eat a bowl of O3 beans for lunch. That'll do it.
Perhaps it would, Sidemeat, but it will take far too long.
Not with these beans.
Sidemeat, just how many beans do you have left?
Well, let's see here. I'd say about 85 pounds.
And what do you calculate? How many pounds of O3 beans would it take to do the job?
Let's see, Ranger Doug. Based on these figures from Johnny Mac Brown Junior College, I'd say 85 pounds exactly. But they need to be exploded right in the center of the gas cloud and would take approximately 5.4 seconds to totally neutralize that cloud of death.
Oh, get me my beans and some dynamite, then stand back. I got a great cloud of death to catch.
Oh, wait, Sidemeat, wait. You don't have to go. Maybe a younger man should do it.
No, Ranger Doug. I'm the only experienced hot air balloon pilot here.
Let him go, Ranger Doug.
Say, just give me a hand getting ready, and if I don't come back, remember to feed my mule, old Senator.
Okay, old-timer.
And so within seconds, the plucky, faithful old sidekick was preparing to fly into the ominous, danger-filled sky on a mission to save mankind, from which there might be no return.
Okay now. Hand me up the beans.
There you go, Sidemeat.
Now, the dynamite.
There you go, Side.
Okay, that's it. Loosen the anchor.
Roger.
So long, boys. So long, Senator.
Good luck.
Who the heck is Roger?
Good luck, Sidemeat.
Slowly, the balloon began its ascent to join with destiny in the dark, dusty cloud above.
Let's see now. Boy, they look like little ants down there. I guess I got everything. Dynamite, chips, O3 beans, yep. Still, I have the feeling I'm forgetting something.
Sidemeat, come back. You forgot your parachute.
Oh, no. What's he yelling? I can't hear him.
Parachute,
Oh, well, probably that Roger fella again. Probably not important.
While the riders watch in breathless anticipation from the ground below, the fate of all creatures great and small rests on the small, bent shoulders of a familiar wizened figure floating heavenward in a chip-powered hot air balloon.
Boy, there he goes. He's just a little tiny speck now.
He made it. He's in the cloud.
So far, so good.
He was indeed deep inside the dusty Stygian cloud.
This is about the dead center, I'd say. Boy, it's dark in here. Now I'll just stick the dynamite down in the beans. And now I'll light the fuse. Oh, there she goes. Oh! And strap on my parachute and just... Oh, no. I forgot my parachute. Oh no, what'll I do? More of all the fool-headed consarn, I just damn to no.
While this truly atmospheric drama plays unseen in the depths of the murky sky, anxious eyes continue to watch from the terra firma below.
He ought to be in the middle of that thing about now.
I got my binoculars here. They're not very strong, but let's see if I can tell what's going on.
Oh, I hope he realizes he forgot his parachute before the lights that dynamite.
Oh! Too late. Look, the beans exploded.
Yeah, but the big cloud is being eaten up. Look at that.
Oh, it's gone. There's nothing left. Beans have saved the world.
Yes, beans have saved the world. Woody, do you see any trace of Sidemeat through those binoculars?
Nope. Nary. Wait a minute. There's something.
What is it? Is it Sidemeat?
Ugh, no. That's the ugliest turkey buzzard I ever did see. Boy, that explosion plucked it clean, and here it comes floating down.
Oh, let me see. Here.
Ah! Ooh, that's the ugliest thing God ever created. Wow, look at that wrinkled, pathetic, skinny carcass. Oh,
What's that floating down above it?
Above it? Now, let's see. Look, it's some of Sidemeat's clothes. A flannel shirt and his trousers, and there's his old galluses.
I guess that's all that's left of the old-timer. He's done for.
Oh, I never thought I'd say this, but we're going to really miss that old coot.
We sure are, Woody.
On the verge of tears, three sad cowboys silently bow their heads in memory of their lost compadre. Overhead, benign clouds gather and a gentle restorative rain begins to fall. The battered valley welcomes the cooling, refreshing change, and imperceptibly, plants begin to green again.
You know, Sidemeat always loved the spring rain.
Yeah. Say, Ranger Doug, could we put up a big marble monument of some kind to him?
I don't know, Slim. Sidemeat never was much for monuments, and he won't need one to live forever in our hearts. Let's just remember him the way he was.
I remember him, Ranger Doug. He was a great cook.
Slim, a great cook.
Well, he was a cook.
Yes, he was a cook.
Well, he was great to his mule, old Senator.
Hush!
Well, he was good to him anyway. Say, can I have old Senator? Sidemeat won't be needing him anymore.
Suddenly, what the riders had earlier mistaken for a plucked turkey buzzard tumbled from the sky and landed on Woody Paul, knocking him to the ground.
Oh, you get my mule over my dead body.
Sidemeat!
We thought you were a wrinkled, plucked old turkey buzzard.
Wrinkled, plucked turkey buzzard. Why, you...
Whoa,
there's
take
no
it easy,
business.
Sidemeat. Hey, it's good to see you. How in the world did you survive that fall?
Well, quick, give me a saddle blanket here and cover the family jewels. That's better. You see, I remembered one time on Sky King how they stitched their clothes together and used them for parachutes. And by golly, that's what I did. I stitched my winter underwear to my trousers, used my galluses for straps. Then I scrambles up on the side of the balloon basket, buck naked for the world to see, and bombs away, Mom!
Oh, Sidemeat.
Once again, there was peace in the valley. Within a few weeks, an benevolent sun, along with plenty of cool spring showers, restored the grasses, trees, and wildflowers to their former beauty. Cattle roamed the range, and the 6-foot-tall mutant prairie dogs, created by the hole in the ozone, were rounded up and sent to Japan. There they led long and useful lives, starring opposite a mechanical Godzilla and a string of very successful monster movies. All is well, or is it? As we join our intrepid trio and their faithful sidekick Sidemeat, they're in the bunkhouse of the famed old XXX ranch. After weeks of one hair-raising adventure after another, they're more than content to be faced with nothing more than the mundane chores of the normal ranch house existence. Sidemeat is baking biscuits, Woody Paul is waxing his rope, and Too Slim is polishing his bits.
So if you say this...
Ranger Doug is on the telephone.
Yeah, I see. Well, sure, of course, a benefit, we'd be honored. And what's that? A few head of cattle? I don't know about that, Mr. Clark. Okay, Dick then. You see, Dick, if we bring just a few, then the rest of the herd would feel left out. And I'm sure you could see that would create some real unrest and discontent. Exactly. You don't want that in a herd. Bring the whole herd? Okay, great. I know we can do it. Okay, day after tomorrow. See you there. Adios, amigo.
Ranger Doug, was that the Dick Clark you were talking to?
Well, I suppose it was, Slim.
Well, Gosh, what did he want?
Well, he wants us to perform out in Los Angeles. He's putting on a benefit at the Hollywood Bowl for the American Hero Foundation.
So we're American heroes.
And we're being honored. We're gonna play the Hollywood Bowl.
Well, not exactly. He's giving a cocktail party at the Quality Inn on Hollywood Boulevard before the show, and he wants us to provide the entertainment.
God, the Quality Inn.
Yeah, but gosh, there'll probably be lots of big-time people there like Dick Clark and maybe even Mike Douglas.
Mike Douglas? Well, if he could just see us fellas, it could be our big break.
Hold on a minute there, boys. Don't be going out there with the idea of personal benefit. Let's go because it's the right thing to do. It may not be the easy way, but it's the cowboy way.
You're absolutely right, Ranger Doug.
Yeah, come on, Slim. Let's go round up the herd and get ready for the drive to Hollywood.
Okay, Woody.
Okay, let's get this thing organized. That's the cowboy way.
Hey, Ranger Doug.
What is it, Sidemeat?
Did I hear right? We're taking the herd to Hollywood to play a benefit?
Exactly right, Side.
Yeah, I suppose we're getting expenses for this.
Well, I don't know. I didn't ask. It just didn't seem important.
Sometimes I think you boys is several sandwiches shy of a picnic. Yeah, it's a good thing you got me around to at least help you break even on all these good deeds you're always doing.
Oh, yeah? Well, what have you got in mind? I have the feeling you're getting at something.
T-shirts. Oh, I just made up a bunch of Riders Radio Theater T-shirts, the humane alternative to branding. Oh, I'll take along a bunch of them to sell.
I guess that's not a bad idea, except for one thing.
What's that?
We're traveling light in order to get there in time, and there's only room for essentials.
Oh, blankets, beans, and biscuits, eh?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. That and our God-given talent.
Boy, we are traveling late. I got it. High Sheriff Drywall just bought himself an old truck of some kind and told me he was going to drive it over to San Bernardino to visit his Uncle Fudd tomorrow. I'll bet I could get in to haul them shirts out there with him and meet us in Hollywood.
Well, whatever. I'll leave all that up to you. It'll be fine if it works, but I've got to get busy organizing this trail drive. So I'll see you at dinner time, okay?
All right. Let's see now. What's Sheriff Drywall's phone number? Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile, far away from the peaceful Triple X, the merciless desert sun beats down on a ragged, pathetic creature as he trudges aimlessly across the barren, burning waste. His head is bald. As a matter of fact, his entire body is as devoid of hair as a peeled onion. Yes, being at ground zero in a nuclear explosion will do strange things to a man, even to the arch-fiend, Slocum.
I'm in hell. I don't know where I'm coming from or where I'm going. Who am I? I don't have a clue. Oh no! It's a huge rattlesnake, and it's coiled around whoever I am's foot. I'm done for! Wait a minute. It didn't strike me. It's uncoiling and crawling off. This must be my lucky day.
It's not your lucky day, Slocum. It's professional courtesy.
It is. It is. At last, a clue. I'm the kind of guy even a snake won't bite. It's good to know there's at least something about me I like.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, the riders have completed their trail drive preparations.
Sidemeat, that chuck wagon ready to roll?
Ready to go, Ranger Doug. Sheriff Drywall's already left with a load of T-shirts. He'll meet us in Hollywood.
All right then, boys. Let's hit 'em up. Move 'em out.
And so, once again, America's favorite cowboys head down another trail to another incredible adventure. This one, however, will take them into a land far stranger, eerier, and more bizarre than any they have ever before encountered. For they're on their way to Hollywood. Meanwhile, many miles further west, on a lonely stretch of two-lane desert highway, a hairless, hulking doofus tries to thumb a ride.
Oh, there goes another one. Say, comes an old pickup. Maybe it'll stop.
Hey, buddy. Need a ride?
No, pal. I'm water skiing. Throw me a rope.
Sir?
Yeah, I'll take a ride. I'll just hop in the back.
No, buddy, you can't hop back there. It's full of T-shirts. But you can ride up here with me.
Right.
Well, where are you headed to, buddy?
What's it to you?
Sir?
Where are you going?
Where am I going? Oh, I'm going to San Bernardino to see my Uncle Fudd.
Right. Me too.
You are too? I didn't know you knowed him. Heck, you must know Aunt Gertie, too.
Right,
And
sure.
Cousin O.D. and Cousin Herbert, too.
Look, can we
That's
just
great.
shut up?
Yeah. Man, it's sure a small world, ain't it? I tell you.
What's that?
Oh, that's just the radio coming back in. It comes in and out like that. I can't turn it on or off, and I can't change the station either. It's broke or something. Only station we gets that one out of Nashville.
Well, why don't you get it fixed?
Well, I'm aiming to, but I ain't had a chance yet. See, I just bought this little pickup here just a while back, and I got a great deal on it, too, I'll tell you what.
How fascinating.
Yeah, it belonged to this here saxophone player. See, he practically paid me to take it off his hand.
I'm spellbound.
Riders Radio Theater is
Turn that
on
thing
the
off.
air.
Oh, I hate this show. Turn that off.
I told you, son, I can't turn it off.
No, change the station. Stop it.
Well, I can't do that either.
Stop the truck then.
But we ain't there yet.
Oh.
There's simply no accounting for taste. One man's radio program is another man's nightmare. Just ask Boots Randolph. And speaking of nightmares, consider this. Your entire body is a tabula rasa where hair is concerned. You're suffering from atomic amnesia, and whoever you are is wandering aimlessly around a Safeway parking lot on the outskirts of San Bernardino.
Where am I? What am I? Who am I?
Suddenly, a nearby payphone begins to ring. For some strange reason, you answer it.
Yeah?
Your name is Slocum.
Slocum? Who are you?
I'm Mr. Biggs, and this is an expensive long-distance call, so just listen and don't interrupt. As I said, your name is Slocum. You're the arch-villain on Riders Radio Theater, and you work for me. Everyone thinks you're dead, except for faithful listeners to Riders Radio Theater, and both of them know better.
Give me their names.
Relax. I think it'd be a good idea for Slocum to stay dead for a while. I'm setting you up with a new identity and sending you to a place where even a depraved viper like you would hardly be noticed. It's a place where evil abounds. It's absolutely crawling with chiselers, con men, grifters, pathological liars, cheats, swindlers, embezzlers, shysters, and every other form of moral degenerate known to man.
You're sending me to Washington?
No, Hollywood. You're a movie producer. I have a very big, very evil plan in the works, and you're a big part of it. Taped under this phone is an envelope with a letter in it which outlines your next steps. Take it and read it in the taxi on your way to Hollywood. Once you get there, to go to office number 314 in the Bagelman building on Gower Avenue. I'll be in touch.
Oh, yeah. Here's the envelope. Hello? 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 I hung up.
Suddenly, a taxi barrels out of the night and screeches to a halt in front of Slocum.
Someone call for a taxi to pick up here. You will get in now, yeah?
Yeah. What took you so long?
I am Otto. I will be your cab driver for tonight. Where to? Yeah.
Yeah, Hollywood, the Bagelman building on Gower. You know where it is?
Yeah, I know exactly. It is exactly 65.4 miles from here.
Say, you know any shortcuts?
Yeah. Otto, no many shortcuts.
Well, take all of them. I'm in a big hurry.
Yeah.
As the taxi speeds through the California night, Slocum opens and reads the letter from Mr. Biggs.
Your new identity is B.O. Bernie Brill Cream. Classy. You're a movie producer. Well, your biggest success so far was a high grosser called Topless Werewolf Bimbo Coeds on Zombie Beach. Boy, talk about a high concept. When you get to your office, you'll find everything you need, including phony IDs. I want you to immediately start putting together a production team. Blah, blah, blah. Find a director, a star, and a writer. Who they are doesn't matter. The movie you're going to make is just a front. I like that. For our very big, very evil plan.
Excuse me. What did you say?
I wasn't talking to you.
Yeah, well, who were you talking to?
Nobody. I'm just reading out loud to provide some plot exposition for the faithful listeners to Riders Radio Theater.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah, is it? Say, you're not one of them, are ya?
9. Since Garrison went to Denmark, I don't listen.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Who cares, right?
Meanwhile, many miles east of the speeding taxi, riders in the sky drive their huge herd of cattle into the fast lane of Interstate 40.
Easy, boys, easy. Let's hold them down to 65. We can't afford 10,000 speeding tickets.
Okay, boys, but we better hold them pretty close to 65 or we'll never make it to the show on time.
Morning finds the riders still driving their herd towards Hollywood. Meanwhile, in Tinsel Town, Slocum's cab finally pulls up in front of the Begelman building after an all-night ride to cover less than 65 miles.
Boy, the stretch here is Is this the place?
Yeah, $125, please.
Wait, why did it take so long? I thought you said you knew exactly how to get here.
Yeah, but as you requested, I took all the shortcuts. That took many trips. $125, please.
Yeah, well, listen, you gotta wait while I go in and get some money.
Yeah, but the meter, it continues to run.
I like you, Otto. I'll be right back.
Moments later, Slocum opens the door and enters Brill Cream Productions.
Hey, what a dump. One room, one desk, one chair. Hey, what's in this box on the desk? Ah! It's a varmint! Oh, wait a minute, it's a tube. Let me try it on here. Hey, fabulous hair. Blow my hair back. What do we got in the closet here? Not bad. Bright red, yellow, and turquoise. Good. 100% poly, huh? I'll just slip into these and I'll stand in front of the mirror here. You look good, Mr. Bernie Brill Cream. Lights, camera, let's make a movie. All I need's a script, a director, and a star. Yeah, come in.
You have the money, yeah? Your bill is now $135 and mounting.
Hold your horses, Otto. Let's see. There should be some dough, some here with my new IDs. What? There's no jack anywhere.
Yeah, who is Jack?
Never mind. What can I do with this guy? Say, Otto, I like the way you say yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about going into the movie biz?
Yeah.
Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take you out of that hack and make you a star. No, a screenwriter. No, a director.
Yeah, a director.
Yeah, what do you think of that?
I don't know. I am not a director. I'm a cab driver.
Look, Otto, my name's Bernie Brill Cream, and I'm a movie producer. You don't say no to me, and you don't tell me who can direct and who can't. I tell you, you understand?
Yeah, Bio.
That's better. You just yeah everything I say, and we'll get along just fine.
Yeah, Bio.
Now go turn your cab in. Meet me back here tomorrow morning around 10 o'clock.
Yeah, Bio. But what about the fare for last night?
Otto, you idiot. I'm going to make you a big-time Hollywood director. Don't you know what that means?
Yeah, it means I get 9 money.
Why are you still here?
Yeah, I'm not. Goodbye. Yeah.
Well, I think I'll cruise over to the Polo Lounge, have myself a little power wine spritzer. Tomorrow I'll find a writer and a star, and I wonder what kind of movie I ought to make. Maybe a remake of Rain Man. I wonder if I can get Pee-wee in earnest. Well, but who would play who?
Who indeed? Our hard-working cowboys continue their relentless drive down I-40.
We're making good time now, boys.
Yeah, looks like we're gonna make the show on time.
What's that?
It's the highway patrol, boys.
Let's pull him over and see what he wants. Whoa!
Whoa, now.
Holy broomtail, whoa!
Easy, big guy. Gosh. Yeah.
Ooh.
Easy, big guy. Gosh.
You boys are riders in the sky, aren't you?
Yes, we are, officer. What's the trouble? I know we couldn't have been speeding. That would be the easy way to get somewhere on time, but it wouldn't be the cowboy way.
No, you weren't doing anything wrong. I just pulled you over to give you a warning.
A warning?
Yep, your show was close to running long last week, and you were in danger of running over the time limit set for it.
I see. Well, thanks for the warning.
Forget it, son. Now get this herd moving on, or I'll have to ticket you for delay of plot.
Well, we wouldn't want that. No. Head 'em up, boys. Move 'em out. Ha!
And speaking of plot development, on a lonely, desolate stretch of two-lane highway, 2 men in a pickup truck with a load of T-shirts named Drywall and Charlie, heading for a destination of San Bernardino, sort of.
No, partner. You get way out here on these little bitty highways and these big wide open spaces, and well, you get to thinking real serious, kind of like about where you're coming from, and where you're going to. And you just don't know what to think about it all.
Yeah? Well, you know what I think? I think you're lost.
I think you're right.
While Drywall and Charlie strive to reduce over 2,000 years of Western philosophy to a nutshell, a certain well-known sidewinder has set up shop in Hollywood.
It's about time you got to me. I got a movie to make and a big evil plan in the works. All these subplots are driving me nuts. So come on, let's get on with it.
Not today, Slocum. Today's episode takes place far from the lizard lounges of Hollywood on a little piece of old London in the Arizona desert. It begins just east of Exit 9 on Interstate 40, where 3 cowboys and a crusty old camp cook are driving 1,000 head of cattle down the fast lane.
Head up there, head up. Hey, Ranger Doc, look! The next exit would take us to Lake Havasu City. That's where the original London Bridge is. I've often wanted to see it.
Yeah, me too. I've been studying 17th century bridge engineering. Boy, it'd be great to actually see one.
Well, we've been making good time, boys. I guess we have an hour or two to spare, and the herd could use a break, too.
There's plenty of sweet grass and cool water at Lake Havasu.
All right, let's head them up that exit ramp. Come on, yep.
Meanwhile, not far away on the famed old London Bridge itself at Lake Havasu, 3 royal tourists are serenading an old friend.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. That was good, girls, very good. But let's all get in step now and march across as we sing London Bridge.
Yes, let's march, okay. Oh, yes, for old time's sake. Absolutely. The bridge is falling down.
It is a marvelous and regal sight. 3 little tiara-crowned happy marchers. Unfortunately, in their excitement, they fail to notice a prominently placed sign that reads, "Marchers break step before crossing bridge." An oversight that leads to disaster just as they near the center of the bridge.
Wait, girls, what's that sound?
What?
Yes,
That's a bridge collapse. Oh, no, there's no time to get off.
There's a horizontal support cable along the railing. Quickly, girls, quickly.
Oh, how convenient, as it should be.
Convenient, yes. As it should be. That depends upon your views on the monarchy. Just in the nick of time, without a doubt. For only seconds later, the bridge collapses. As the dust clears, 3 little ladies in tiaras and white gloves are revealed, hanging by one hand from a thin, quivering cable high above Lake Havasu. Their other hand clutches a small white purse.
This is a bit of a sticky wicket, girls.
Most certainly is.
Yes.
And while this breeze is rather refreshing, it makes it difficult to hold on, you know.
Yes. I'm afraid we can't hold on for much longer, girls. No, I should say no.
You may not have to, girls, for on a tiny rise not far away, a small band of cowboys and 1,000 head of cattle come into view.
Here it is, boys. London Bridge.
Where? Oh, I don't see nothing but a thin cable wavering in the breeze with 3 little ladies in tiaras dangling from it.
Sidemeat's right. There's trouble down there. Side, you stay with the herd. Let's ride. On, head up.
Moments later, riders in the sky gallop up to one of 2 still standing towers that once supported the London Bridge, but now anchor only a thin support cable and 3 dangling queens.
Whoa, Turbo.
The Queen Elizabeth Trio.
Woody, can we get a rope up to one of those turrets on that tower?
Gosh, I don't know, Ranger Doug. It's about 500 feet up to there, and, well, gee, if we tie all our ropes together, I think it would be long enough.
But no one can throw a rope that far.
Woody, you're the king of the clothesline. Can you do it?
Gosh, I don't know, Ranger Doug, but I'll give it my best shot, Ranger Doug.
That's the cowboy way.
Quickly, the riders knot their 3 lassos together into one long coil lifeline.
We got it. Stand back, boys. Here we go.
Focusing fiercely on the task at hand, Woody Paul, the king of the clothesline, quickly builds his loop and then in one fluid motion fires it skyward. Where his unerring aim causes it to land around the top turret. A quick jerk tightens it, and the Royal Trio's lifeline is in place.
He did it. That's the greatest piece of roping I've ever seen.
No, it wasn't all that great.
What do you mean, wasn't all that great?
Well, it wasn't all that great. I was aiming for the turret next to the one I got.
Oh.
Meanwhile, high above a disappointed Woody Paul are 3 very thrilled Queen Elizabeths.
Oh, wasn't that a lovely job of roping, girls?
Oh, my, yes.
But it's a tad too far to reach. I wonder what their plan is, say.
It had better be a fast plan, because unbeknownst to all, the far end of the support cable is beginning to fray badly.
Okay, boys, here's a plan. One of us has got to climb that rope and bring those ladies down.
Let me, Ranger Doug. I'm the lightest.
Well, I know, Slim, but really
Come on,
that's
Ranger
not a...
Doug. I never get to do anything on Riders Radio Theater except stand around and say, "Great idea, Ranger Doug." I want to do something.
Well, Slim, that's all Hugh Farr did in over 100 Roy Rogers movies.
I know. And the only ones who remember Hugh Farr are the ones who get this outrageously inside joke.
I think I see your point, Slim.
I hope so.
Good luck.
And
you.
so, unaware that the tiny woven strands of steel that make up the support cable are quietly snapping one by one, the lithe, sinewy, bespectacled bass player grabs the rope and shinnies quickly to the top.
Hello, ladies. I'm here to rescue you. I finally get to do something on this show.
Oh, it's most fortuitous that you have chosen this moment for it, right, girls?
Oh, my, yes. That's what it should Can you all work your way down to me here one at a time? I'll grab you and take you down as you do. You'll have to let go of your purses, though.
Oh, no. We'd better do as he says.
That's it. That's it. Okay, now reach over to me here.
Like this?
Yes. Gotcha!
You certainly do.
Well, hang on tight. We're going down. I'll be right back for you other ladies.
Within minutes, the gallant face player shinnies down and down again, depositing 2 of the 3 queens on terra firma. But as he starts back up for the 3rd remaining queen...
Wait, Slim. Hold it, Slim.
Oh, the cable is breaking.
It broke. How did that happen?
Unbeknownst to us, it must have been badly fraying on the far end for some time now.
Oh, my, look. The 3rd queen. Oh, dear.
Suddenly released from tons of tensile pressure, the support cable had whipped back on itself and then snapped out like a giant snake, whirling the hapless queen up and out over the desert at a speed no royalty has ever known.
Our fellow queen will have her brains dashed out when she lands.
It's horrible, and all we can do is stand here and watch.
We can do more than that, Slim. On turbo, on boy.
Ride, Ranger!
It would seem impossible that a man galloping on horseback could ever catch up with a frail little queen streaking across the clear blue desert sky like a deranged cannonball. But not when that man is Ranger Doug, the idol of American youth. And the horse is the amazing Turbo, the only horse in the world with afterburners.
Look, he's gonna make it.
He sure is.
Oh, what a man.
Indeed he is, for only nanoseconds later, the deed is done.
Gotcha.
Oh, goodness. That was nicely done.
Well, you're safe now, Your Royal Highness. Hold on tight, and we'll get back to the others.
Oh, let's take our time.
And in moments, the queens were reunited and began to sing again.
There's a long,
Long trail a winding into the...
And so a day of heroic deeds draws to a conclusion, and all is well. Framed by a glorious western sunset, riders in the sky rejoin Sidemeat and start their herd back on the long trail drive to Tinsel Town. Before departing, Woody Paul quickly recreated the exact 17th century engineering plans for the London Bridge, and local scout troop number 149 was more than eager to rebuild their fallen landmark, which they quickly did. As for the Queen Elizabeth Trio, they opened that night at the amphitheater of the Happy Wanderer Campground, where they were a smashing success. Yes, all is well. But what about the plot? As our story begins, Slocum, a.k.a. B.O. Bernie Brillcream, and Otto, the former cab driver, now movie director, are in their office in the Begelman building trying to decide what kind of movie to make.
Let's see here. Otto, look, this may be the answer.
Right, B.O.
Here's a USA Today poll. What the USA wants to see at the movies. Let's see here. 34% of us want to see Sly Stallone and Bette Midler in a taut interior drama. 22% of us want to see full-length Roadrunner cartoons. 10% want to see Ernest P. Worrell play Ollie North. I'd like to see that myself. Let's see, what's this way down at the bottom of the list? 0.0006 of us would like to see a singing cowboy movie. What a joke. Who in their right mind would want to sit through 2 hours of brainless horse opera, right, Otto?
Right, B.O.
Hey, it's the phone. I'll get it, Otto. This is our first phone call. Yellow, Brillcream Productions. B.O. Bernie Brillcream himself speaking.
Greetings, Brillcream, nay, Slocum. Mr. Biggs here. I forgot to mention that the movie I want you to make needs to be a singing cowboy movie. Do you have that? I'll be in touch, thank you.
Yeah. Hello. He hung up. Otto, I sense a developing trend. We're gonna make a singing cowboy movie.
Right, B.O.
Call Central Casting and have them send over 40 or 50 likely prospects.
Right, B.O.
I guess you'll need to know what types we're looking for.
Right, B.O.
Well, let's see. How about a ranger kind of guy and an Indian sidekick for him, and maybe the Indian wears a mask. I don't know.
B.O.
What's the matter, Otto? Does this sound like something that's been done before?
Right, B.O.
It has, eh? Well, then great. We know it works.
Right, B.O.
While Slocum plots plagiarism, riders in the sky and their herd of prime beef arrive in L.A., but Ranger Doug directs them to pull over at MacArthur Park.
Whoa, turn them in, boys.
Why are we
Turn 'em over.
stopping here, Ranger Doug?
Yeah, we're going to be late for the cocktail benefit party.
Wait a minute, didn't you boys hear Texas Bix?
No, I was riding drag. All I could hear was cattle on the move.
Me too. I didn't hear anything. What'd you say?
He said that not only wasn't that the Dick Clark who called us, but that we'd been canceled at the cocktail benefit and replaced by Sting to boot, who of course is not the Sting either.
Gosh, sounds like it was just some cheesy plot device to get us out here in L.A. to me.
You may be right, Woody Paul. It certainly wouldn't be the first time.
Shut the fine howdy do. Now what are we gonna do?
The only thing we can do, Sidemeat, is head back to Tumbleweed Valley.
And I'm supposed to meet Sheriff Drywall. He was bringing that load of T-shirts for me to sell to help with our expenses.
Or wasn't he going to his Uncle Fudd's first?
I believe he was.
Then I guess you should call over there and leave a message for him just to bring those T-shirts on back to Tumbleweed Valley with him.
Great idea, Ranger Doug.
While the riders try to straighten out the mess our cheesy plot device has gotten them into, Slocum is casting about for a singing cowboy.
Okay, Otto, send in the first audition.
Right, Theo. Yeah.
Yeah,
You come in now. Come in.
Come on in and sit down. Close the door behind you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Let's see, you're Ravi Rai, right?
Yes, I am, most definitely. Thank you.
Says here on your resume that you're an Indian.
Yes, this is so.
Where are you from? South Dakota, Montana,
No. I'm from New Delhi.
or New Delhi? We don't need a New Delhi. The old one's fine. Listen, what's important here is can you punch cattle?
Can I what, sir?
Punch cattle, you know, rope them, throw them, brand them, cut off
Oh,
their horns.
no. I cannot harm the cow. It is sacred. Reincarnation, you know.
Reincarnation? I don't believe in reincarnation.
Neither did I when I was the cow.
Yeah. Maybe I can use you in one of the herd scenes. Listen, we'll be in touch now. Scram, please get out of here.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, send in the next one, will you, Otto?
Yeah. You too. Come in.
Good Lord. It's circus time. Come in now. Don't bother to sit down.
How you doing now?
You're Milo Barlow and Garvin Swink.
Yeah, you got that right, buddy.
Says here you're diesel school dropouts from Normal, Illinois.
Yeah, I heard that. Hey. When do we get lunch?
Yeah, where's the sandwiches at?
You'll find them in the New Delhi. Next, Otto, come on.
Right, Theo. You men, leave now.
come on, guys.
Hold on a minute there, partner. Hey, don't we get to audition?
Well,
I got me a big monologue prepared from a man from all seasons.
Out,
Yeah,
out.
well-
Both of you out.
Yeah, well,
Hey, how about validating my partner ticket anyway?
hey, come on, get these
Out
guys
of
out
here.
of here, will you?
No.
You.
Otto, what central casting did you call? Hee Haw? The Nashville Network? What's going on? Never mind. Send in the next ones.
You, come in. You too.
Hey, this is more like it. What's your guys' names here?
Hi, we're Williams and Ree.
Yeah.
We just blew in from the coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'd like to audition for the show.
Well, I think that's a great idea.
We've got some experience.
We've come a long ways, and we're not afraid to try new and engaging roles. Well, life on the res is kind of laid back. We buy a bunch of wine, put it in a paper sack, drink it right down, then we barf till dawn. Yes, I live on the reservation.
We've done some acting.
So I take it one of you's an Indian.
Thank you.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you so much for noticing.
You know, I'm the idol of all American Indian youth all over the world.
That's
Well,
right.
Have you been in any movies before?
Yes, we have.
Yes, we have.
What
we
are some
don't-
of the big movies we've been in, Bruce?
Well, we haven't been in a lot of movies because my partner doesn't want to compromise. He's an Indian and proud of his heritage.
That's right.
He's not to be typecast.
That's right, and I won't grunt and crawl for no man. How much money does this involve?
Well, they're going to be paying us on this one, so.
Well, maybe I can
There's
carry
a
off my
wonderful
shirt.
catered lunch that'll take care of all your questions.
I can grunt a little bit.
Well, I suppose. And I could crawl. If I had to.
Well, you know this. What's that sound? Sounds like they're killing a cat outside.
The Indian's a little torqued off. He doesn't like to be surrounded. Especially this guy over here seems to be using Waylon Jennings' styling moves.
Hey, would you boys, you know, this is a singing cowboy picture, and we seem to have a singing Indian, but can you do kind of a singing cowboy number for me so I can hear what you're going to do in the picture?
Oh, grab a hunk of C. If you get lost, go to G and wait.
Otto, pick up your fiddle there, and let's see what we can do. this the whole deal or what?
I was wandering through a Texas border town. Another guy with plenty of time. She was wandering too, and then her eyes met mine. And that panhandle town along the Texas borderline. Well, the night was cold and dreary and the rain was falling. The show was falling fast. I was getting weary cause I left my little dearie in a town I passed. And I never more roam from this border town. I'll marry that girl, there I'll settle down.
That's awful good. That's awful good. That's awful good, guys. I want to make sure I get your card on your way out. Otto, can you show him the door? And thanks again.
Gee, don't be so rough.
What was that? The Yamaha?
Yamaha, thank you.
Same to you, pal. Who's next, Otto?
That's it.
That's it?
Right, LB, that's it. Yeah, there is a singing cowboy shortage in Hollywood these days.
Oh, there's got to be some somewhere. What happened to all the singing cowboys?
Meanwhile, as today's episode draws to a close, 4 weary and disappointed cowpokes prepare to take their herd and head for home.
Okay, boys, we'd better get moving or we'll miss that rush hour traffic. Head 'em up! Move 'em out!
As the herd slowly starts its trek homeward, we're left with many burning questions. Why does Slocum need to make a singing cowboy movie, and where on earth will he find singing cowboys in this day and age? It is late morning as 3 disappointed cowpokes and their crabby old camp cook push 1,000 head of cattle out of LA's MacArthur Park on the first leg of the long trail drive home.
Boy, I'd like to get my hands on Dick Clark.
Side, it wasn't the Dick Clark who got us out here for a cocktail party benefit and then canceled it.
Well, it's not the Dick Clark I want to get my hands on. It's that Dick Clark.
Easy, boys. Take it easy. Let's just keep our minds on the job at hand. Slim, you've got the atlas. What's the best route?
Ranger Doug, we need to get on the Hollywood Freeway and take it up to State Highway 14. That'll get us across the San Gabriel Mountains, and then we can pick up I-40 and head for home.
Okay, boys, let's head 'em up and move 'em out.
While our courageous cowboys drive their 1,000 head of balding cattle towards a rush hour rendezvous with the brutal asphalt beast known as the Hollywood Freeway, a beast of a different stripe, sporting an ill-fitting toupee and a 3-piece plaid polyester suit, prepares to devour a young idealistic screenwriter at a power luncheon in the offices of Brill Cream Productions.
Have a seat, young man. Let's see, your name is Sidney Biddles Bellows.
Yes, sir, Mr. Brill Cream.
Yeah, I'll call you Sid.
Yes, sir, Mr. Brill Cream.
Well, call me Bernie. Say, Sid, this is one swell piece of writing you done on this script here.
I'm glad you like it,
Of course, I've been way too busy to read it, and so has Otto. Right, Otto?
Right, Theo.
So fill us in. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, as you can tell, it's a sensitive, poetic drama about the masculine anxieties and inner turmoil.
Yeah,
in the
great storyline, son. Otto, order us some lunch, will you?
Right, Theo.
Keep talking, son. I'm listening.
The story, as I was saying, of an ordinary man in today's high-tech, service-oriented society.
Fascinating stuff, Sid. What's the title? Don't you just love this script, Otto?
Right, Theo.
Yeah.
The title is, as you can see, the music of man's heart and the roar of distant cannon.
Wow, that's a great title.
Well, it carries.
Tell me more.
It carries a message about the changing roles of masculinity in modern life. I've been struggling over 2 years to write it and refine it and polish it to perfection, and I feel it's the culmination somehow of my life's
just a second,
work.
son. Otto.
Yeah, Theo.
You order the usual lunch?
Yeah, Theo.
Well, call back and tell them be sure and put extra salami and onions on mine. They forgot that last time.
Right, Theo.
Now, you were saying, son?
Well, just that it's such an important piece to me, and it means so much. I had so much trouble finding a producer sensitive enough to its message. And,
I know what you mean, kid. Now, let's get down to brass tacks here. There's a couple of changes we need to make. Right, Otto?
Right, Theo.
Well, sure, I understand. Yeah.
A few alterations will be necessary.
Yeah.
Sure, I know that. Making a movie is a collaborative art.
Exactly, kid. Otto, I told you he was a real team player, didn't I?
Right, Theo.
Okay, let's see. Now, first thing we got to do is change the title.
My title?
Yeah.
But that's what sparked the whole story for me. We really can't change
Listen,
it.
that's a great title for a Streep or a Mickey Rourke, but we're making a singing cowboy picture here, son.
No, we can't change it. You can't change the
I
title.
can't?
No.
Otto, has this ever been done before?
Millions of times.
Great, we know it works.
Oh, no. It's,
I know how you feel, Sid. It's exciting to make a movie. Now, come on, calm down, and we'll let the title percolate a while. Where do you want to put the first shootout?
What shootout? There's no shootout in this script. These are reasonable, rational human beings. The
Right.
closest thing to a gunfight is a spirited debate that takes place during a folk gathering in a pecan grove.
Yeah, well, what page is that on here?
Page 30.
Yeah, okay. Oh, here it is. Okay, great. We'll change the pecan grove to a saloon and start here. Yeah, we can break some tables, smash some bottles. It'll be high drama, right, Otto?
Right,
Oh, wait.
Now, where's the babe, Sid?
The babe?
Yeah, love interest. You don't need much. We gotta have some jiggle this day and age. We gotta have more than the horse, right, Otto?
Right, Bill.
We first meet the heroine in page 40. She's
Yeah.
a sensitive social worker.
Yeah,
and
got it.
committed
We'll jump
to...
from the gunfight to here.
You just
Yeah.
ripped 40 pages of my script.
39. So, Sid, who's the villain in the thing?
Well, the villain is society.
Yeah,
Bernie, this isn't a
society.
melodrama.
Wow.
Each character carries their own demons within. Why,
Yeah.
the only exterior conflict in the whole script is between the girl and her
Yeah.
father over the hidden
father.
intentions of...
Great stuff, kid. Let's see, you got him here, a used furniture salesman from Toledo. We'll change him to a land-grabbing back shooter from Waco. Otto, is this a beautiful part for Hal Holbrook? Huh? Call him up and tell him not to shave for church this Sunday.
Right, Bill.
Bernie, you can't just tear out
Yeah.
39 pages of my script. My whole thesis, my message is put in motion in those pages.
Yeah.
The symbolism begins to build
Symbolism.
from...
We'll solve all that with a white hat, right?
Right, Bill.
Don't say right until I finish talking.
Right, Bill.
Now, we need a sidekick. Anybody fit that bill in the script here?
No, of course not. The only other character is the poet.
A poet. Yeah, I see him here. He's a great character. He feels the winds of change, but somehow I don't see him in filthy underwear saying, meow. We better change him to an old geezer in a funny hat and overalls. What do you say?
No,
The kids will love it, right, Otto?
Right, Bill.
What's this? Runaway locomotive plows into huge crowd celebrating the 4th of July.
Well, you see, of course, that symbolizes the masses of working humanity.
Yeah,
the individual's
I know, so
helplessness
it's
and
powerful stuff.
inability
You're
to-
looking at thousands of extras here, not to mention the locomotive. That's big
Yeah.
bucks. Not to mention the box lunches. Right, Otto?
Right, Bill.
We can have the same effect by having the sidekick walk into a tree.
No!
You see it? He bends his hat and breaks his nose. The kids will love
No,
it, right,
no.
Otto?
Right, Bill.
No,
Talk about your
no.
roiling humanity.
Oh, no.
Easy, kid. What's the matter? You hungry? Say, Otto, do we eat yet?
No, Bill.
Come in.
Delivery from Dan Nuck's Deli.
Hey, what took you so long? Bring it over here and put it on the desk here.
Oh, okay, here you go.
Well, thanks, kid. I'll see you around.
Oh, excuse me, sir, but I need to collect for these sandwiches.
Yeah, give me that ticket. I have a a charge account with Don Nuck's Deli. I'll put you a nice tip on here, too.
Well, I don't know. I was told to collect for this in cash.
Listen, Don is a personal friend of mine.
It's Dan.
Oh, yeah.
He's the one who told me to collect in cash.
Yeah. Say, you sound kind of Western. Are you an actor or a singer?
Well, I used to be. As a matter of fact, I came out here to Hollywood to get on all the big-time radio shows.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find them, so I took this job to cover expenses while I looked.
Radio. Who told you that? Radio's been dead 40 years. Let's hear you say, darling, I love you, but a man has to have more than his horse.
Darling, I love you, but a man has to have more than his horse.
Terrific. Bobby De Niro, look out, right, Otto?
Yeah, Bill.
Well, let's hear you sing something, kid. I'm a big movie producer, and this could be your big break.
Well, all right. If I believed in radio, I guess I can believe you're a big movie producer.
Yeah, let's here you go, you kid. Oh, he brought his guitar with him. Pass the mayo here, Otto.
Yeah, Bill.
Isn't there a pickle? Where's the pickle in here?
Tonight, as I lay holding
Is it one pickle or two pickle? What's three?
you
Three pickles.
whispered
That'd be a pickle for the kid when he's done.
3 words I didn't want to hear you say. 'Cause I don't know how I'm ever gonna answer.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you how I'm feeling anyway. I don't have far to fall.
Yeah, I think I've heard enough.
before
Listen, that was great. Ladies and gentlemen, that fabulous. That was really great. Listen, kid, I am going to make you a star. You know what this means?
Yeah, I think it means you're not going to pay me for the sandwiches.
Forget the sandwiches. Did Orson Welles worry about sandwiches? Forget I said that. Sign here.
Jeez. What's that, the L.A. phone book?
No, it's your contract.
Well, let's see here. The party of the first part
Don't
is...
bother to read it, just sign it. Never read a contract, kid. You'll never get anywhere in showbiz doing that. You ever heard that before?
Yeah, lots of times. I'm from Nashville.
Oh. Great, now go on back to work and we'll call you when we need you, right, Otto?
Right, Theo.
Show him the door.
This way, right now.
Yeah.
This way.
Yeah, thanks. Great. The kid was great. I don't know, Otto. In Nashville singing Cowboys have been done before?
Once or twice,
Yeah,
maybe
well,
3 times.
Yeah, forget it. It's still too new. We'll keep looking. Okay, let's see. Back to you, Sid. Before you go off and make these changes we just talked about, you need a new title. Something that shoots right at you. Something that sings.
Oh, I don't know, Bernie.
Work with me, kid. Come on, give me something here. Something that sings. Something that shoots.
This
Come on,
is
come on,
ludicrous.
kid.
It's crazy. You can't take a sensitive, poetic title like the music of man's heart and the roar of distant cannon and change it into a singing six gun.
Sid, you did it. You're a genius. Singing Six Guns. Great title, right, Otto?
Right, Theo.
Meanwhile, on the Hollywood freeway, a huge herd of cattle is turning ugly.
Ranger Doug, I don't like the sounds of this herd, Ranger
Me neither,
Doug.
Ranger Doug. They're almost out of control.
We've got to do something, boys.
They're gonna stampede.
We've got to do something, boys. Let's start singing.
Great idea, Ranger Doug.
Yeah, it always calms them down.
Whoopie-tie-yi-yo, you long, you little donkeys, it's your misfortune and mine.
It worked, boys. The cattle have slowed down. They're contented.
Yeah, but the motorists aren't.
Hey, man.
Move that
Hey, man, get out of the way, okay?
Get in my
Come
gun.
on, man.
Wow, look at that traffic jam.
Must be 5,000 cars backed up.
We got to do something, boys. Let's sing louder.
Whoopie-tie-yi-yo, get along, you little doggy.
Meanwhile, deep in the confused mass of tangled traffic, a taxi crawls along inch by inch.
What's the big holdup, Otto?
I don't know, Theo.
Yeah, well, I'll just see for myself.
Yeah, but the meter is running.
You're a gas, Otto. Now, let's see. I'll just climb up on the hood here. There, now, if I crane my neck a little, I can see... Good grief, there's a huge herd of cows up there!
It is precisely at this moment that the brakes lock up on the pickup truck behind Otto, and it bangs savagely into the cab's rear end. The impact sends Slocum flying through the air and crashing to the asphalt below. Then it begins to rain T-shirts.
What the? Where are these T-shirts coming from? Oh, my sacral. I'm gonna wait till I get my hands on the jerks that rear-ended that cab. I'm gonna walk back here to this cab and give them a piece on my mind. You idiots, only a complete jerk would crash into someone like that in a traffic jam. Can't you see? How did you ever get a driver's license? You idiot!
Idiot. Right.
Charlie?
Right. Boss, it's you. Boss.
You're as bald as I am.
Yeah, well, being at ground zero in a nuclear explosion will do strange things to a man, boss, but... Say, you got a full head of hair and wow, what a color.
I'm wearing a toupee, you idiot.
Oh, toupee.
Say, who's the numbskull next to you? Someone you killed?
No, he's just pretending to be knocked out by the crash so you won't yell at him.
Is that right, numbskull?
Sir? No, sir. No, sir. I was knocked out cold. I just now come to.
How would we know? Here, Charlie, here's a card with my number on it. Get rid of the numbskull and call me later. I've got a job for you.
Get rid of him. Right,
Yeah,
boss. Just
permanently.
like old times.
Not this minute, Charlie. You're trapped in a traffic jam, of course. I'll go up and get it straightened out, and then you do it.
And I do what, boss?
The job. I'd forgotten what a joy it is to work with you, Charlie.
Right, the job.
Leaving the scene of the accident, Slocum quickly makes his way through stalled cars and irate motorists until suddenly he hears...
Singing cowboys. They're real singing cowboys. They even have their own cows.
Seconds later, Slocum reaches Riders in the Sky.
Oh, no. It's Riders in the Sky. What'll I do? Well, they surely won't recognize me with this toupee and no mustache. Howdy, boys.
That
voice.
Who are you and what are you doing here?
Why, Bernie Brill Cream's the name. Making movies is my game.
Gosh, Ranger Doug, a movie producer.
Yeah.
You sound ominously familiar, Mr. Brillcream, but I can honestly say I've never seen anyone quite like you before.
Yeah, well, thanks, partner.
You're welcome.
Say, I just heard you're singing, and I want you boys to be the stars of a new singing cowboy movie I'm making.
Wow, a singing cowboy movie, Ranger.
Yeah, a
Doug.
recent USA Today poll says that a significant percentage of us want to see one. I'm gonna make it, and you can be the stars.
Did you hear that, Ranger Doug? He's gonna make us stars. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
I don't know, Woody. We really already have everything we need. Fresh air, clean living, wide open spaces, and a wonderful ranch.
Yeah, well, you could be co-starring with Adrian Barbeau.
I see your point,
Wow.
Mr. Brillcream. That's a very attractive offer.
Great, now you buckaroos sit tight in the saddle. I'll run back to the cab and get the standard short Brillcream contract. We'll sign it and be on our way to silver screen glory.
And a few minutes later, a sweating Slocum returns with a standard short Brillcream contract.
Gosh, I thought you went to get a short contract, not the greater L.A. phone book.
Oh, it's a short contract for Hollywood. Here, let me hand it up to you.
But as Slocum strains to hand up the gargantuan contract, his toupee slips off, startling horse, herd, and cowboy alike. Quickly, Ranger Doug pulls his rifle from the scabbard of his saddle and shoots the vile thing 3 times.
Wow. Quick thinking, Ranger Doug.
Oh, I'll say,
Thanks, boys. It's that kind of thinking that's made me the idol of American youth.
You just shot my hairpiece, you idiot.
Couldn't be helped, Mr. Brillcream. It was frightening the herd.
Yeah, I can't walk around Hollywood with a bald head. I'll just put it back on here and say it fits a little better now. Kind of breathes.
Gosh, you still want us to star in your movie, Mr. Brillcream?
Of course I do. Sign the contract.
I suppose we'll have to read this first, Mr.
Oh,
Brillcream.
and forget the contract. Look, boys, we'll just operate on a verbal agreement, a handshake. What do you say?
Sounds okay to me. When do I shake Adrienne's hand?
Soon. Great. Be at my office in the Bagelman building in the morning, and we'll work out the details, okay?
Okay, Mr. Brillcream. Well, I'll see you there.
Yeah.
In practically no time at all, riders in the sky had their herd off the freeway, and traffic was flowing freely once again, which was good news for several thousand California motorists and bad news for one small-town sheriff.
Hey, are we leaving all them T-shirts back there?
Don't worry, pal. You're not gonna need them where you're going.
Well, where am I going?
You're going for a ride.
Sir?
Is this the end of High Sheriff Drywall? Why is Slocum making a singing cowboy movie? Just what that plan is, Slocum is about to learn.
At last, I'm going to find out what I'm doing. Oh. Brillcream Productions, B.O. Bernie Brillcream speaking. Oh, hello, Mr. Biggs. Yeah, I got a director, I got a writer, I even got singing cowboys, so what's next? The old Bidwell movie ranch, got it. An abandoned reservoir. The Los Angeles Viaduct, eh? Toxic waste. Well. This is a very big, very evil plan. I like it. What? No, I don't have Adrian Barbeau yet. She won't return my calls. All right, great idea. Say, nobody will know the difference.
Meanwhile, Slocum's 300-pound lackey Charlie is taking Drywall for a ride in his own pickup truck. A long ride.
Oh, it sure is a long ride.
Don't worry, pal. It's nearly over for you.
Sir?
Okay, Bob, this is it.
Sir?
Your ride's over. I get out here. You gotta drive.
Well, gosh, thanks for the ride.
No problem.
And now, episode 8 of Singin' Six Guns, entitled Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. As Drywall drives away, Charlie enters the Begelman building, and moments later...
Bill, there is a 300-pound doofus here to see you.
Show him in, Otto.
Doofus, in here.
Right. Thanks, Colonel Clink. Hi,
Come on
boss.
in now, Otto. I'll deal with this. You go downstairs and keep an eye out for the singing cowboys. They ought to be here any minute now.
Right, Bill.
Have a seat, Charlie, or should I say Carlisle Cheeseboro?
No, boss, you shouldn't. He's not here.
Yes, he is, Charlie. You're Carlisle Cheeseboro.
What? Me?
Yeah, it's a new identity. From now on, you're Carlisle Cheesebro, ace movie back-shooting villain.
Oh, yeah?
How do you like that?
Back-shooting villain.
Yeah.
I like it, boss.
Bill, the cowboys aren't here.
Oh, your co-stars, Carlisle. Show him in, Otto.
Right, Bill.
Howdy, boys. Ready to make a movie?
Gosh, we sure are, Mr. Brillcream.
Great, that's Otto. He'll be your director. And this is Carlisle Cheesebro, your co-star. He'll play the back-shooting villain in the movie.
You certainly look right for the part, Mr. Cheeseboro. Right.
That's enough chit-chat, boys. We got a movie to make. Say, where'd you leave your herd?
Well, Sidemeat's keeping an eye on them. They're tied to a 2-to-a parking meter all along Gower Avenue.
Great. Now, here's a map to get you the old Bidwell Movie Ranch.
Wow, the old Bidwell Ranch.
Yeah.
That's the movie ranch where so many great old westerns were made.
That's it, partner. I've arranged for us to shoot singing 6 guns there, and we start tomorrow morning. Right, Otto?
Right, Bill.
Now, here's a little deal memo I had Otto type up. It just says that in lieu of a salary, you boys each agree to take 10% of the profits if and when the movie's released.
Wow, 10% of the profits. That's great.
Well, of course, we'll need to...
Read it first, I know, but make it snappy. We gotta get moving.
Oh, wait a minute. This says in return for starring in this movie and the use of our herd, we're to each receive 10% of the profits.
Yeah.
You didn't mention using our herd before.
Hey, I'm a fair man. Right, Otto? Right, Otto?
Right, Bill.
Tell you what, let me see that thing. Oh, don't quibble. There, I just threw in another 10% for the cattle. Now, we got a deal?
And you're sure Adrian Barbeau is our co-star?
Right you are, buckaroo.
Then we have a deal, Mr. Brillcream.
Call me Bernie, boys. We're in business together.
Okay, Bernie boys.
No, don't call me Bernie, boys. I mean, boys, call me Bernie.
I see. And what do women and men call you?
Well, they just call me Mr. Brillcream. That'll be fine.
Okay, Mr. Brillcream, that'll be fine. We'll see you at the Bidwell Ranch. So long, Otto.
Good night, cowboys.
See you there, Carlisle. Right.
Okay, Otto.
Yes, Bill.
Go down the street to the old Monogram Studio warehouse. I've arranged to use their film equipment and a 1948 Buick camera car to film the chase scenes with.
Right, Bill.
Before you go, give Carlisle, the keys to your cab so he can drive me around while you're doing all that.
Right, Bill, but the meter must run.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Now get going. Okay, Carlisle, come on. Well, that door is getting a workout. The Hollywood Reform School is graduating a class today. We can pick up a low-budget film crew there.
Yeah.
And so a production was mounted for the first singing cowboy movie to be made in nearly 40 years. The producer, an incredibly evil man even for Hollywood. The director, an autocratic cab driver being paid by the mile. The villain, a 300-pound doofus born to play the part. The stars, 3 stalwart upright practitioners of the cowboy way, who, while experts at riding, roping, and singing, have never before acted in a movie. All in all, not much different from 40 years ago. It was a busy day for all our principals, and as the afternoon begins its spectacular dissolve into evening, we find them converging on a 10,000-acre spread, sprawled across the foothills of the Tehachapi Mountains, just across the Los Angeles County line, the famed Bidwell Movie Ranch. Otto in a 1948 Buick camera car barrels along Interstate 5.
Yeah, and I had the meter installed, and it's running.
Slocum and Charlie not far behind are in Otto's taxi. Following them, a rented grip truck full of vintage 1940s movie-making equipment and several recent graduates of the Hollywood Reform School of Films. Already at the Bidwell Ranch, just finishing supper, are Riders in the Sky.
Hey, anybody for seconds?
No, none for me, Sidemeat.
Well, me neither. I'm fine. I'll take another cup of coffee, though.
Oh, all right, I'll twist you off one here.
Want some, Woody?
One there, too.
Say, how about giving us a tune on that old guitar since you're sitting there picking it so pretty?
Well, heck, boys, maybe y'all can help me out on this one here. Clouds are rolling in across the valley. A night bird sings a lonely melody. The cattle are a-bedding on the banks of old Red River. I can hear 'em softly lowing through the breeze. The flames are dying low now on the campfire. 3 months on the trail are nearly gone. The echo of a coyote's cry fills me with an empty sigh. I don't think I've ever been so all alone. I miss your face, I miss your tender kisses. I miss your golden hair all tied and blue. Kinda goes against my grain, but I love you, Liza Jane. And I'll be riding home soon as the roundup's through. Guess I was a crazy fool for leaving. It felt like something I just had to do. Figured I might find myself way out on the trail somewhere. Every trail keeps turning back to you. I miss your face, I miss your tender kisses. I miss your golden hair all tight and blue. Kinda goes against my grain, but I love your Liza Jane. And I'll be riding home soon as the roundup's through. It kinda goes against my grain, but I love your Liza Jane. And I'll be riding home soon as the roundup's through.
Suddenly, out of the darkness, into the light of the campfire, stepped Slocum and Carlisle.
Howdy, boys.
Well, howdy, Mr. Brill Cream and Carlisle.
I see you're all settled in.
Yes, this is a fine campsite. Will you be joining us here?
No, there's a ranch house just up the way, and we've settled ourselves and the film crew in there. We just came down to let you know we start filming at sunup tomorrow morning.
Well, that's just fine, Mr. Brill Cream. We'll be ready.
Great, boys. Get your beauty sleep. Come on, Carlisle. Let's turn in.
But once they were away from the campfire light, Slocum gave Carlisle different instructions.
Carlisle.
What is it, Slocum?
I want you to get Otto's taxi and get down to the main highway. When you get there, keep an eye out for a convoy of tanker trucks. They'll have signs on them that say Prairie Aire bottled water. When they show up, take them up to the old reservoir I showed you this afternoon, then come on back and hit the sack.
Hit the sack, right.
You'll be doing this every night, Charlie.
Right, Slocum.
It's late on the night before production is to begin on Singing Six Guns. Riders in the sky and all good peace-loving folks are tucked in their bedrolls deep in slumber. But down by the main road that leads to the Bidwell Ranch, a convoy of huge tanker trucks grinds to a stop. Painted on their sides in bold letters, the words, Prairie Aire bottled water. Suddenly, a hulking figure steps from the shadows and approaches the trucks. His flashlight reveals an overgrown dirt road that leads off into the darkness.
Hey, Bud, are you Carlisle?
Right.
Well, where do you want us to dump this stuff?
Down the dirt road here, pal. There's a lake at the end of it. Just pump it out there.
Mm-hmm. Well, all right, but you know, pal, this is some bad medicine we're hauling here. I spilled some of it back in the loading dock, and it ate up about a ton of concrete.
Yeah, fascinating. Well, you better be careful with it.
Mm-hmm. Well, all right, don't you worry. Say, you do have a disposal permit for this, don't you?
Right. We got a mail order from the EPA. Now get moving.
Well, all right, Hoss. I hope this is a big lake you've got. You know we're going to be bringing 10 truckloads a night in here for a whole week.
Right.
They labor at their odious deeds through the night, and by dawn they're gone. And with the first light, the cast and crew of Singing Six Guns are up and preparing for the day's busy shooting schedule.
Gosh, I am so excited. Our first day in the movies. Do I look okay, Ranger Doug?
You look great.
Is my hair too blue?
Oh, you look great, Slim.
Oh, great. Gosh, I'm too excited to even eat breakfast.
Oh, a good thing you are, Slim. I just found out that Sidemeat's doing the catering for this
What?
shoot.
Sidemeat, you're doing the catering?
Sure am. I made Brill Cream a package deal. $5.
Oh, $5 a head.
No, $5 for the whole dang thing. You can buy a lot of beans for $5.
Yes, I'm sure you can.
Hey, Geller. Hey, guys, here comes Mr. Brill Cream and Otto now.
Morning, boys.
Good morning, Mr. Brill Cream. Say, you know we want to do a good job on our first movie, so perhaps we should take a look at the script.
Of course, the script, Otto. Show him the script.
Right, Theo. There is no script.
What?
I threw that idiot scriptwriter's script away. The script we will shoot from is in my head.
Oh, well, there you have it. The script is in his head. He's such a genius, he doesn't even need to write it down. Otto, what's the first scene?
The chase.
The chase, Ranger Doug. Wow.
Sounds good to us. Who do we chase?
You chase the dark side of human nature.
Let me translate. That would be a 300-pound doofus in a black hat, right?
Right.
right.
I thought as much.
Well, you boys get started. I gotta run into town and pick up Adrienne Barbeau and then bring her out here. I want to introduce you to you before the big love scene, Ranger Dong.
Right, love scene tomorrow.
I don't think I'll have any trouble finding my motivation for that scene.
Okay, places, everybody. It's movie-making time.
Wow.
And so while the dew is still on the vine, the camera rolls on the first singing cowboy movie in nearly 40 years under the iron-fisted auteur direction of Otto von Stroheim.
Okay, now chase left to right.
Okay.
Okay, now chase right to left.
Okay, all right.
Okay, now chase over by the big rock.
By the big rock. Okay, by the big rock. Here we go.
The slim one rides into the branch and falls off the horse.
Rides into the branch and falls. Excuse me, Otto, don't you usually use a stunt man for a fall like that?
Oh, that would be the easy way.
You too?
But it wouldn't be the Otto way. We only use the stuntman for truly dangerous scenes.
Well, I guess it's a small price to pay for a movie stardom.
Okay, action.
Okay, here I go. Ouch!
Good. That's perfect.
Oh.
Now turn the camera on and do it for real. And
What?
action.
Do it for real? All right, here we go. Head up.
As the morning wore on, Otto's mania for action continues to bruise and batter America's favorite cowboys.
Okay, next the 300-pound doofus in the black hat pushes all three of you cowboys off the cliff into the raging river below.
Well, surely we have stuntmen for this.
No. We save him for the truly dangerous stunts.
Here you go, cowboys.
Wait. I didn't say action.
Oops, silly me.
Cowboys, can you hear me down there? We have to do it again. The doofus push you too soon.
12 takes later, the doofus got it right.
Right.
Noontime came and went. Otto's zealousness for film realism gave no quarter.
Oh, hey, what about lunch?
Lunch? No time.
Well, that's some consolation.
Next down, the doofus throws a rock and knocks the slim one off his horse, and it drags you across the cactus for 500 yards.
Ouch! Ow!
Not yet, doofus. Wait till I say action.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Okay, camera, action.
Okay, ouch! Whoa! Ow!
Again and again and again, the neophyte actors hurled their bodies to and fro and fro and to in a brutal pursuit of Otto's mad filmic vision.
Whoa!
Until finally...
Cut. Lose the cowboys. Now bring out the stuntman.
Wow, at last, a stuntman. What terrible, cruel, inhuman thing are you going to do to him?
Okay, everybody get ready now. The song.
The song?
The song?
Wait just a minute there, Mr. von Stroheim.
Hey.
We're the singing cowboys around here. We do our own song.
Yeah.
No, too dangerous. We use a stuntman, okay? Stuntman, are you ready?
I'm ready and willing to follow the cow person path.
Good. Follow the auto path, please. Now, what is your name?
Guy Clark.
Okay, Guy Clark. Ready, lights, camera, action.
Wonder if I could get the riders to play along with me on this, Otto.
Oh, no. Very much too dangerous. You sing. I take a break.
Well, there ain't nothing in the world that I like better than bacon and lettuce and homegrown tomatoes. Up in the morning, out in the garden, get you a ripe one, don't get a hard one. Plant 'em in the spring, eat 'em in the summer. All winter without 'em is a culinary bummer. I forget all about the sweating and digging every time I go out and pick me a big one. Homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes. What'd life be without homegrown tomatoes? Only two things that money can't buy, and that's true love and homegrown tomatoes. Pick it, Woody. Now you can go out to eat, and that's for sure, but it's nothing a homegrown tomato won't cure. Put 'em in a salad, put 'em in a stew. You can make your very own tomato juice. You can eat 'em with eggs, you can eat 'em with gravy. Eat 'em with beans, pinto or navy. Put 'em on the side, put 'em in the middle. Put a homegrown tomato on a hot cake griddle. Homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes. What'd life be without homegrown tomatoes? Only two things that money can't buy, and that's true love and homegrown tomatoes. Burn it up, burn it up. Now if I was to change this life I lead, I'd feed Johnny tomato seed, 'cause I know what this country needs is homegrown tomatoes in every yard you see. So when I die, don't bury me in a box in a cemetery. Out in a garden it'd be much better, and I could be pushing up homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes. What'd life be without homegrown tomatoes? Only two things that money can't buy, and that's true love and homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes. What'd life be without homegrown tomatoes? Only two things that money can't buy, and that's true love and homegrown tomatoes. Burn it up. Too hot for snakes.
Great scene. Wonderful. That is a take. Good. Print it. Next scene, the stampede. Lose the stuntman. Riders, on your horses.
Oh, all right.
Doofus, get in position to start the stampede.
Right. The final scene of the day is a huge cattle stampede down the old Bidwell Trail. But as the crew moves the cattle into position, the sharp, range-wise eyes of Too Slim notice a small cloud of dust coming up the dirt road down below.
Ranger Doug, there's a small cloud of dust coming up the dirt road down below.
Okay, start the herd to moving.
Look, Ranger Doug, it's a taxi, and it's stopping. Hey, somebody's getting out and say the taxi's leaving.
Doofus, hey Doofus, fire the gun and start the stampede.
Right.
Look, it's a brunette in a flimsy nightgown. We better get ready to ride. Gee, funny time of day to be wearing a flimsy nightgown. Wait, Ranger Doug, look! I think it's Adrian Barbeau!
Wow!
But suddenly, without warning, an unkind fate struck. The 5 o'clock whistle blew at the nearby San Bernardino Steak Knife Factory. This caused the stampeding cattle to veer wildly off the trail and roar down the road directly toward the negligee-clad brunette.
Ranger Doug, the cattle are headed right at Adrian Barbeau. She's gonna be crushed under 1,000 hooves.
Not if I have anything to do with it. On, Turbo, on! We must reach her in time!
While the stalwart Ranger and the mighty Turbo race against a murderous clock to save the stunning, thinly clad starlet, Otto von Stroheim reaches a startling conclusion.
Wait a minute. That factory whistle at the San Bernardino Steak Knife Factory means it's 5 o'clock. Those cattle are on overtime.
Like a hot branding iron on bluebonnet margarine, Otto's voice cuts through the dust and noise, stopping 1,000 thundering cattle dead in their tracks.
Cut! This herd takes direction well. That's a wrap.
Okay, Otto says it's a wrap and a day. There's the herd. Those the cowboys.
Meanwhile, down the trail, unaware that Otto's powerful direction has halted the rampaging overtime herd, Ranger Doug on Turbo, the Wonder Horse of the West, swoops down at a speed approaching Mach 2 and scoops up a startled Adrian Barbeau.
Easy there, Miss Barbeau. You're safe now. Whoa, Turbo. Whoa, boy. Whoa.
Put me down, you idiot. Put me down.
Oh, I could never put you down, Miss Barbeau. I think you're wonderful.
Oh, no, I don't mean insult me, you bonehead. I mean put me down on the ground now.
Anything you say, ma'am.
Oh! You are a literal sort, aren't you?
Ma'am?
Never mind. What's the big idea of swooping down on me at a speed approaching Mach 2 and scooping me up like a sack of Idahos?
Why, I thought you were about to be trampled to death by the stampede, Miss Barbeau.
This isn't real life, you lunkhead. Haven't you ever been in a movie before?
Why, no, I haven't.
Great. Amateur night at the Bijou. Oh, well, come on, help me up on that jet sled you call a horse and take me up to the set. I want to have a few words with our director.
Sure thing. Here, take my hand.
Okay, here.
On, Turbo! On!
Yes, in the words of Mickey and Sylvia, love is strange. Just how strange is revealed later that evening around the riders' campfire.
Say, more beans, Woody?
Not on your life.
What about you, Ranger Doug?
Hmm?
I see you hardly touched your beans. Ain't you hungry?
No. He's got other things on his mind besides eating side.
What else is there?
Women.
More women? More? Well,
What was it like, Ranger Doug?
Yeah, Ranger Doug, tell us about it.
Tell you about what?
You know, swooping down on your favorite actress, Adrian, and scooping her up like a sack full of French fries.
Yeah. Pretty nice, huh? Huh?
Well, it was interesting.
Interesting?
It was interesting,
Yeah,
Woody.
it was nice, I guess.
Nice? He says it was nice. Come on, what was it like?
So I suppose you got a big date with her, right?
Well,
right?
Well, sort of.
Well, when's it gonna be? I bet it's tonight, huh?
No, really, I guess it's not going to be for a little while yet.
What do you mean not going to be for a while? You did ask her out, didn't you?
Well, I did screw up my courage and asked her out. She is my all-time favorite, you know.
Well, what did she say?
Yeah.
Well, if I remember correctly, she said, "Sure, cowboy, I'll go out with you just as soon as nuclear fusion is achieved at room temperature outside of Utah." I don't know what she was getting at.
Well, now that the hearts and flowers is out of the way, can we turn in? I gotta get a brewery and find some decent water to make the coffee with.
What's wrong with using some of this wonderful bottled water they've been bringing us in?
Bottled water. I can't make a good cup of coffee out of that.
Sidemeat, that water's pure and clean, not like what's in the rivers and creeks these days.
Well, my coffee can deal with whatever's in the water on its own terms.
I heard that.
What do you mean?
Oh, Sidemeat, what do you know, you old coot? Well, that bottled water comes from special wells all over the world.
Yeah, Sidemeat, places like Sweden and France.
And Switzerland and Belgium.
Sweden, France, and Belgium. I heard on Sally Jesse Raphael it all comes from the same pipe in Hackensack, New Jersey.
What?
That's right, Hackensack. A woman called into Sally and she said her sister knows a woman who'd seen it.
What?
Yeah, she said they turn on the spigot, fill up them bottles, and slap different labels on them to hornswoggled dimwits like you.
Dimwits? Ranger Doug, tell him who the dimwit is.
I'll tell you who that dimwit
You're
is.
the dimwit.
Hold it there, boys. Hold it. Pull your punches. Easy. Calm down. You know, as surprised as I am to be saying this, Sidemeat has a point. It all tastes the same to me and always has.
See? Bottled water. Well, I remember a time when this land was covered with clear running, sweet tasting streams and nobody even dreamed of no bottled water.
Yeah, maybe back when you were young and dinosaurs roamed the earth.
No, what he's not talking about quite that long ago.
Yeah, well, see, that would make me say you were...
Sidemeat, you know, there was a time when water was fresh and clear everywhere, and rain was soft and pure. Then, through national carelessness, we let greed and the pursuit of the almighty dollar lead us astray.
Gosh, is it hopeless, Ranger Doug?
I don't think so, Too Slim. Not if we all pull together and work toward a return to the pristine streams and clear blue lakes that nature originally blessed us with. Oh no, it won't be an easy way, but it'll be the cowboy way.
But Ranger Doug, how does all this fit in with an expanding gross national product?
Well, to tell you the truth, Sidemeat, it's not a truism, really, that growth means national degradation.
Well, I
now,
don't
let
know.
me point this out to you.
As
here.
these
got
Knights
John
of the
Stuart
Range
Mill,
conduct an environmental roundtable, two denizens of the dark side plot an environmental roundhouse right to the greater Los Angeles water supply.
Charlie, you better get down to that abandoned reservoir. Another shipment's due any time.
Right, Slocum. Hey.
Yeah.
Tell me again, why we're doing all this.
Again? Charlie, I never told you the first time.
Right. But if you don't tell me now, there'll be no plot exposition, and we'll never get to finish this serial in 13 episodes, so you better tell me.
I see what you mean, Charlie. Okay, listen up, everybody. We're doing all this as part of a very big evil plan to sell bottled water.
Oh, of course. Wait a minute, I don't get it. What does toxic waste have to do with bottled water?
Everything, Charlie. When that old reservoir is full of toxic waste, we're going to open an old Watergate. And release the contaminated water into the main L.A. viaduct and ruin the Los Angeles water supply.
Right, boss.
Maybe kill a few folks, too.
Wait a minute, Slocum. Weren't you listening to Texas Bix? It's not a viaduct, it's an aqueduct. See? A viaduct is a road.
Shut up, Charlie. Charlie, who do you think's gonna make a fortune selling this bottled water?
Well,
a certain Mr. Biggs, that's who.
All right, but look, there's a lot of different kinds of bottled water, boss. How do you know people will buy Mr. Big's bottled water?
Charlie, what's the matter? Don't you watch Sally Jesse Raphael? All bottled waters are the same. It's just different labels. They come from some pipe in Hackensack.
You don't say.
Yeah, I do say, Charlie. And what's more, a certain Mr. Biggs owns the pipe. Now get down there and meet those trucks.
Right, Slocum.
Oh, it's morning. The second day of production on Singin' Six Gun.
Is that coffee ready yet, Sidemeat?
Sure is, Woody Paul. Hold a cup over here and I'll twist you off some.
Boy, that is some hot-looking coffee, Sidemeat.
Wow. Yeah, look how it's still bubbling in the cup there. Youch! It ain't clean through the cup.
I sure did. Oh, it ate through the pot, too.
Wow. Even your coffee never did that before, Sidemeat.
It ate through the table, too. Say, what did you put in that pot, Sidemeat?
Well, let me see. Just the usual. Coffee, eggs, horseshoe. The only thing different was the water.
The water?
Yeah, I got some out the old abandoned reservoir I found up behind that ridge over there.
Well, I think...
Woody, I think you'd better run a quick toxic field test on this coffee and see what's in that water.
Right you are, Ranger Doug. It'll just take me a few minutes. Let's see. I'll just scrape up some coffee-stained soil here and get started. Here we go.
And true to his word, it took Woody Paul only a few scant moments to run the test and make a startling discovery.
Boys, the water that this coffee was made from makes Love Canal look like Hawaiian punch. Somebody is dumping highly toxic saturated wastes in that old reservoir.
Wow.
And they're high in cholesterol, too.
I thought as much. Well, we'll clean it up next week when the movie's finished. In the meantime, you'd better keep an eye on it, Sidemeat. Maybe you can learn who's behind the dumping.
All right, you are, Ranger Doug.
Tell you what, whoever it is must be one of the meanest, low-downest, ornerous skunks alive.
You know, I was thinking the same thing, and if I didn't know better, I'd say the tainted hand of Slocum was at work here.
But he's dead, Ranger Doug. Killed in a nuclear explosion in our last serial.
I know, but still I wonder.
Hey, come on, boys. Mr. Otto says we're ready for today's first scene.
Oh, gosh, that should be the love scene, Ranger Doug.
Whoa, we'd better get on up there, boys. Come on.
The writers understandably hurried to the set, but there was to be no love scene that day. Otto had changed his mind. It was to be a day of...
Action! Action!
There he is, boys. Get him.
Oh, he went that way!
Smile when you say that, stranger.
Get along with the pass, boys!
I thought as much.
Oh, get off of my land!
Reach for the sky, hombre.
Bring him up, Gene!
Cut! Cut! That's a wrap! That's a wrap!
Otto says that's a wrap. Say, Otto, I guess we'll be doing the love scene tomorrow then, right?
Yes, no, maybe. Well, it depends on my director's vision.
Don't worry, Ranger Doug. Surely there's a love scene in his director's vision.
Yeah.
But Otto's director's vision had no love scenes in it the next day, or the next, or even the one after that. Then, when the writers arrived on the set on the 6th day of shooting, tragedy struck.
Gosh, why is everybody just standing around? It's time to start shooting.
There's Otto sitting over there on that log with his head in his hands. Let's ask him.
Hey, Mr. Otto, what's the first scene? The love scene?
No.
I thought as much.
A big fight, maybe?
No.
Another chase?
No, today is nothing. I have lost the vision.
Wow. But Mr. Otto, doesn't it cost you a lot of money to have all these technicians and equipment and actors standing around?
No, it is not my money. Now go. I must think. Maybe tomorrow we shoot. Maybe not.
Gosh, we get a day off, guys. What do you want to do?
Telephone for riders in the sky. It's up at the ranch house. Telephone.
Okay, thanks. I'll go see who it is, guys.
Okay, Woody, we'll wait here for you.
Ranger Doug, look, there's a taxi over there in front of Adrienne Barbeau's Winnebago. And there's Adrienne Barbeau in her nightgown with the light behind her. Wow. Looks like she's getting ready to leave. Howdy, Miss Barbeau.
Yes, howdy, Miss Barbeau.
Hello, boys, and goodbye.
You're leaving?
Yeah.
But Miss Barbeau, you haven't been in any scenes yet.
Don't I know it? But my contract only called for me to be on this job for 6 days. I can't help it if Otto's vision didn't have me in it. Now I've got to go. I have other commitments.
Other commitments.
Yeah. Among other things, I'm working up a nightclub act.
Gosh, a nightclub act like Debbie Reynolds? What kind of stuff do you do in it?
Well, I sing, I dance, and I even do an impersonation.
Really? Who do you do? Barbara Streisand? Diana Ross?
No.
Liza with a Z?
No, I only do one impression.
Who is it?
Emily Cantrell.
You don't say.
I do say.
I'll bet you're great at it, Miss Barbeau.
Oh, nobody does her better.
Well, gee, could you do a little bit for us now?
Well, I'm kind of in a hurry, but okay. I'll need Al, the taxi driver, to help me out.
No problem. Gosh, she even brought a guitar.
No problem. Here's another Western song. This one's called Montana Cowboy.
It's just like Emily. Good. She's got the moves.
Oh, Adrian.
For many long years, I played the lone hand. I rode my horse in a many strange lands.
I don't believe
Until one day I stayed for a while, for two blue eyes and a sunny smile. So away, oh coyote, sing your sad and lonesome song. I'm going back to old Montana, back to the hills where I belong.
Well, close your eyes and you think it's her.
One day I rode away from home, and I'm the rising tide, but I won't be long. I'll see you again in a little while, 'cause you're my darling sweet with a sunny smile. So well away, oh coyote, sing your sad and lonesome song. I'm going back to old Montana, back to the hills where I belong. One more time.
What's that guy doing driving a cab?
Where's the slump thing?
So well away, oh coyote, sing your sad and lonesome song. I'm going back to old Montana, back to the hills where I belong. Yodelay, old Montana.
All right. Wow.
Oh,
I do
boy.
not believe my eyes.
You are so good. You yodel just like her, too.
That is the best Emily Cantrell I've ever heard.
Oh.
And the taxi driver does Al to a T. Unbelievable.
Great.
I gotta go now, cowboys. I'm appearing at the Hollywood Bowl tonight.
The Hollywood Bowl? Singing and dancing?
No, acting. They're having the big WBWFOA heavyweight championship out there this evening, and I'm booked to be the celebrity who holds up the cards with the different rounds on them.
Gosh, the WBWFOA, is that a boxing organization of some sort?
Oh, no, Ranger Doug. It's the World Bovine Wrestling Federation of America.
Bovine, as in cow, wrestling federation.
Yes, and tonight at the Hollywood Bowl, they're having Bull Mania. It's the battle of the bighorns between the Schlitz Malt Liquor Bull and the Merrill Lynch Bull.
So,
Yes.
so it's just a wrestling match between two big bulls.
Oh, it's more than a wrestling match. It's a war between two big bulls, Ranger Doug. I wish I could
too
go.
slim. Don't you know that wrestling is just showbiz?
What?
Just cheap theatrics from loud, stereotypical characters. That's all it is.
Oh, Ranger Doug, you could say the same thing about Riders Radio Theater.
I know I could, Slim, but I prefer to say it about wrestling.
Well, goodbye, cowboys. I'll leave you to wrestle with this. I've got a job to get to.
Oh, so long, Miss Barbeau.
So long, Miss Barbeau. I know you'll do a great job. And gosh, I'm sorry about the overzealous rescue the other day. It was just my chivalry, you know.
Thanks, big guy. It wasn't so bad. I even enjoyed it a little bit. See you in the movies.
Wow. There she goes.
Yeah.
Too bad we can't go with her. I'd love to see Bullmania.
Me too. Now.
Too Slim and a love-struck Ranger Doug watched the yellow taxi disappear in a cloud of dust. But in love and war, fortune often lends a helping hand.
Hey, fellas, hey, guess what?
What is it, Woody?
That phone call, that was from Don King. Wow. He wants us to sing the national anthem for the big Bullmania at the Hollywood Bowl this evening.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It starts at sundown. We've just barely got time to make it.
You hear that, Ranger Doug?
I sure did, Slim. You know, I guess things do have a way of working out around
Come
here.
on, let's round up the herd. They don't want to miss this.
Quickly, riders in the sky round up the herd and prepare to depart.
We're ready, Ranger Doug. I'm riding back.
I'll take the point.
Sidemeat, you coming with us?
I've seen all the bull I need to. Besides, I got a hunch I might see something this evening down at the old reservoir.
Okay, old timer, watch yourself. We'll see you tomorrow. Let's head up, boys. Ha!
While things are looking up for our favorite cowboys, a pair of sidewinders are looking to launch the last phase of their very big, very evil plan.
How'd it go last night, Charlie?
The last truckloads are in, Slocum. That old reservoir is filled to the top, and it's ugly. It bubbles and it belches, and all the fish are dead. It's eating curtains for low-flying birds, too.
Good work, Charlie. Sounds like we're ready for the big splash. I'll meet you down there by the old water gate at 7 o'clock this evening, and we'll do the dirty deed.
Right, Slocum, 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Let's see, that's when the big hand is on...
Yeah.
And the little hand is over there.
Yeah,
where is
never mind, Charlie. It's sundown.
Right, sundown.
There is a brief golden hour in Western melodrama when all the machinations of action and plot inexorably move towards a showdown. And that hour always comes at sundown.
Tonight, live from the Hollywood Bowl, the undefeated, undisputed, reigning bovine champion of the universe, the Merrill Lynch Bull, pits his title on the line against the undefeated, unmarked, number 1 ranked challenger, the Schlitz Mall Liquor Ball. This is Crunchcraft in front of a sellout crowd at the Hollywood Bowl and a pay-per-ear audience estimated to be in excess of 2.4 million ears, or 1.2 million people. And in just a few moments, I'll be bringing you the blow-by-blow, butt-by-butt description of the showdown at sundown. The Battle of the Bighorns for the World Bovine Federation of America Heavyweight Championship of the Universe, Bullmania! Celebrities are everywhere in the Hollywood Bowl tonight. There's Spuds McKenzie, our referee. Here's Adrian Barbeau. Holding up the round cards, there's Jack Nicholson, and Riders in the Sky will sing the national anthem. The action will be commencing in a moment, but first, this important message from G. Gordon Liddy.
The listening to of this radio broadcast of Bullmania is on a pay-per-ear subscription basis only. The charge per ear is 5 cents. You're expected to pay in full when our collectors knock on your door or accost you in the streets. It's the law.
We're back now at Bullmania, and here come the contestants.
As the action at the Hollywood Bowl heats up, our plot begins to boil as well. On a pine-covered ridge overlooking an abandoned toxic waste-filled reservoir on the old Bidwell movie ranch, Sidemeat's long vigil is about to be rewarded.
Hey, I see something move down there. It's 2 men sneaking across the top of the dam. Let me get these here spyglasses honed in and... It's Brill Cream and Carlisle. What's them 2 characters up to?
As faithful listeners no doubt suspect, what those 2 characters are up to is play most foul.
Easy, Charlie. Don't go so fast. One slip and you'll be taking a toxic bubble bath.
Right, boss. Say, here's the water gate, right in the center of the dam, like I told you.
Good, Charlie. Let's get to work. Turn the valve there and open it up. That'll release the toxic waste into the old canal, and that'll carry it to the L.A. aqueduct.
All right, Slocum. Say, which way do I turn this thing?
Well, turn it counterclockwise.
Right. Let's see, that'd be... No, wait a minute, that's...
To your left, Charlie. Left.
Right. Left. Which one was it, boss?
I'll turn it, you idiot. Just turn it this way. Come on.
Oh, this thing's really rusted.
Yeah. There you go.
There, it's starting to turn.
Good, Charlie. Let me take a look over the side here. Say, you got a good flow starting, Charlie. Yeah. Wait a minute, he's back on it there, Charlie. It's coming out too strong. Charlie, holy EPA, it's eating up this concrete dam.
It won't go back, boss. It's stuck.
We in a rut, Charlie. Come on. Come on.
Slocum and Charlie have exactly 9.82 seconds before the dam collapses.
Hurry up.
To reach safety, they must cover exactly 100 meters. The world's record for the 100-meter dash is exactly 9.83 seconds. This record was set by a young man in superb physical condition. By no stretch of the imagination could Slocum and Charlie be considered young or in superb physical condition. They are, however, close to setting a new world's record because they are out of their minds with terror.
Only 20 more yards, Charlie. Only 10 more yards, Charlie. We're close.
Close, but not close enough. In a perverted form of poetic justice, the first thing to go is Slocum's polyester toupee. An event that doesn't go unnoticed by a familiar wizened figure.
Oh, looks like them boys is goners. Well, what do you know? Bill Cream was wearing a polyester rug. They're always the first to go. Wait a minute! That's not Bill Cream! Mo! That's Slocum! Mo! And the 300-pound doofus must be Charlie. So, they're behind all this. Why, it serves them right. Oh no! That toxic Kool-Aid's running down the old canal right into the L.A. aqueduct. Mo! I gotta get to a phone!
As tons of toxic death pour into the Los Angeles aqueduct, Sidemeat races down the pine-covered ridge to a two-lane highway down below. There, as luck would have it, a San Bernardino Sheriff's Patrol car is passing by.
Hey, pull over! Hey, pull over here! Stop for an old man! Come on, stop!
Hey, what's the trouble there, Bob?
Quiet. Sheriff Drywall.
Sidemeat, what are you doing here?
Well, I'm just trying to save Los Angeles. What are you doing?
Well, I'm visiting with my Uncle Fudd here. He's a San Bernardino deputy sheriff.
Hey there, Bub.
Howdy, say, maybe I better get back to saving the city here. You boys got a shortwave radio in this here cruiser?
Shortwave? Well, yeah, but it ain't much good right now because there's sunspots or something going on. We're having trouble keeping it on the right frequency.
Well, let me try it anyway. I gotta get word to Riders in the Sky or Mayor Yorty or somebody.
There you go then, Bub. Push that radio down and go for it.
Okay, here goes. Hello, this is Sidemeat calling all cowboys. Calling all cowboys. Big trouble at the Bidwell Ranch. Anybody there? Hello, anybody there? Calling all cowboys.
While the plucky sidekick sends his cry for help through the airwaves, Riders in the Sky are just finishing the national anthem at the Hollywood Bowl.
And the home on the range.
Come on, guys. Come on, let's get over to our seats. The fight's about to begin.
Yeah, come on, Ranger.
Okay, I'm coming. Whoa, here comes Adrienne Barbeau. I just got to say hi to her.
Cowboys, can you come here for a second, please?
What is it?
Listen, I'm the chief radio engineer, Carl Peterson. I've got a big problem. Some old geezer's breaking up my radio transmission with an emergency call for cowboys.
Adrienne will have to wait. We'd better go see what this is about right away.
But Ranger Doug, Bull Mania's about to start, and Adrian's smiling at you.
Yeah, and besides, it's probably just some old geezer who needs some help rounding up some strays or something, Ranger Doug. It's probably not important at all.
It'd be easy to just pretend we didn't hear about it and let somebody else deal with it.
Yes, I know it would be the easy way for us just to let someone else deal with it. To just forget about some old geezer we don't even know, and maybe, or may not be, in trouble. To just hang out with Hollywood stars and watch Bull Mania. Yes, that would be the easy way, but it wouldn't be the
cowboy way. You're right, Ranger Doug.
Yeah, we better go check this out right now.
Their priorities in order, Riders in the Sky quickly follow Carl Peterson to the mobile broadcast trailer.
Cowboys, come here and listen to this.
Calling all cowboys. Calling all cowboys. Riding west to the old Bidwell Ranch.
What? That's Sidemeat, fellers.
It sure is. Carl, is there any way I can talk back to him?
Maybe there is. Hold down the button on the mic and give it a try.
Okay. Calling Sidemeat. Calling Sidemeat. This is Ranger Doug, idol of American youth. Sidemeat, come in. Over.
Over what?
Over here. What's going on over there? Over.
Ranger Doug, this is Sidemeat. Hey, I got good news and bad news for you. Which you want first?
Well, we'd better take the bad news first.
All right, everybody in Los Angeles is fixing to die.
That is bad news. What's the good news?
Well, Slocum and Charlie was the first to go.
That is good news. Wait a minute. I thought Slocum and Charlie died in the last serial.
I did too, but see, something happened and they got a toupee and now
Quickly, Sidemeat tells Ranger Doug about Slocum and Charlie's hideous demise and the perilous threat to the citizens of Los Angeles.
And there you have it.
Okay, Sidemeat, good work. We'll take it from here, over and out.
Okay, good luck. Over and out the door.
Slim, you better get on the phone and see if you can reach the governor and whoever's the head of the EPA.
Right, Ranger Doug. I'll be right back.
Woody, look, you studied theoretical plasma physics at MIT. Where does the LA Aqueduct run after it passes the old Bidwell movie ranch?
Gosh, let's see, Ranger Doug. It runs parallel to the Tehachapi Mountains, then it cuts through Phyllis Gorge, and runs then right through the LA National Forest, right into LA County.
I thought as much.
Gosh, if we could get to Phyllis Gorge, we could start a landslide and bottle up that toxic slime.
Great idea, Slim.
Come on, Ranger Doug, let's ride.
Hold it, Slim. There's not enough time.
He's right, Slim. I just did a quick calculation, and by the time we could get there, why, the pool at the Beverly Hilton would be a fire hazard.
Really? Well, there you have it. LA is doomed. There's no time to warn everyone, but gee, maybe we should call Gene and he could get the ball club out of town.
Now, hold it there, Slim. Woody, would a number 3 yodel transmit at sufficient strength over the radio to start a landslide above Phyllis Gorge?
Let's see, Ranger Doug. Number 3, calibrating the deviation of the broadcast spectrum and correlating it to the present barometric pressure and the specific gravity of the geology in that region. I'd have to say no.
No?
No, unless...
Yes?
Unless the present sunspot activity could contribute bifurcationally to the sliptectic moditionality, and then even then it would depend on the magnitude of the source function carrying the signal.
The what?
Well, the number of radios playing.
Oh.
We'll have to try it. It's our only chance.
Ranger Doug, I think you should go all the way on this one. Do the big number 1 yodel.
No need for that, too, Slim. I think a number 3 will be more than adequate. Wouldn't you agree, Woody?
Absolutely, Ranger Doug. Anything more powerful than a number 3 yodel, this close to the San Andreas Fault, and the cure could be worse than the problem.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Okay. And Slim, how many listeners does Writers Radio Theater have in this area?
12 million, Ranger Doug.
Slim, how many
12,000.
How many listeners?
12.
Thank you very much. And how many radios, Woody, how many radios do we need to transmit over to pull this thing off?
Just a second, Ranger Doug. Exactly 1.2 million radios playing at full volume and pointed towards Phyllis Gorge, Ranger Doug.
I was afraid of that.
So long, L.A. Happy trails.
Bye-bye. It's doomed.
But as Bullmania rages in the background, faithful listeners are probably aware that the writers are forgetting a very important something.
Boys, could we be forgetting a very important something?
I don't think so, but let me see.
Bullmania.
Huh?
Pay-per-ear.
What?
Huh?
Commercial radio.
That's it! Ranger Doug, did you hear Texas Bix?
Of course I did, Woody Paul. Slim,
Yes.
how many pay-per-ear listeners are there to this event?
Well, the numbers were enormous, Ranger Doug. Counting Walkmans and car radios, I think it was exactly 1.2 million.
I thought as much. Come on, boys, let's get to the mobile radio transmission trailer.
Hold it, Ranger Doug. There's only one microphone in this whole place that can handle the high frequency of a number 3 yodel.
What? Which one is it, Woody?
Well, it's that one.
That one?
But that's the one in the center of the ring, smack dab in the middle of a hamburger hurricane.
That's right, but that's the only one. The old-fashioned heavy-duty Atwater Kent microphone up there hanging dead center over the middle of that ring. That's the only microphone you can use, Ranger Doug.
Somehow, I should have known.
Ranger Doug, there's no way you can go in that ring. There's 3 tons of crashing, smashing, raging wild bulls in there.
Good point, Slim. You and Woody better strip down to your red winter underwear.
Great idea, Ranger Doug. Then we can jump in there and distract the bulls while you... Wait a minute, Ranger Doug. Look, I'm all for saving the world and even L.A., but there's got to be an easier way.
Too Slim, at a time like this, there's only one way. It's hardly ever the easy way, but it's the Cowboy way.
Oh, I see what you mean. Come on, Woody, you first.
Oh, me first.
Come on, let's
Moments
go.
later, riders in the sky entered the raging Bullmania ring. Ranger Doug resplendent in sparkling white cowboy regalia. Woody Paul and Too Slim boldly conspicuous in their red winter underwear.
Hell yeah! Mount Ricky Bull!
And it worked! The bull saw red underwear and went on a wild chase around the ring in pursuit of our 2 brave cowboys. This allowed Ranger Doug time to stride manfully to the center of the ring, reach up, pull down the sturdy old Atwater Kent microphone, and take command of the airwaves.
Attention, buckaroos and buckarettes. We interrupt this program with an important message, an important following emergency broadcast.
They're booing you, Ranger Doug.
Slim, not now, please. Folks, listen, this is Ranger Doug, idol of American youth, and I must have your cooperation, or Los Angeles is doomed. There's no time to explain why, but everyone within the sound of my voice must immediately do 3 things. 1, turn your radio to face Phyllis Gorge. 2, turn it up to full volume. And 3, get under your bed and for God's sake cover your ears. You have 10 seconds to do this.
Ah!
10,
Ouch! Ranger Doug,
9,
just give him 5 seconds.
8,
This bull's gonna kill me.
Ranger Doug, I
7.
just thought of something.
What's that, Slim?
Well, I know that the high frequency of a number 3 yodel won't affect the bulls,
Right.
but what about the referee, Spuds McKenzie?
I see your point, Slim, but it's a small price to pay for a chance to save Southern California.
Tell that to Spuds.
I can't. There's no time now, and later he'll be unable to hear me. 6, 5,
Wait,
4,
I know.
3, 2, 1.
Yes, it is a strange scene. Toxic waste, millions of frightened radio listeners hiding under their beds, a singing cowboy yodeling in the center of a bull wrestling ring. But far away on a craggy mountainside high above Phyllis Gorge, the earth moves. At first, it's just a pebble bouncing down the precipice. But as the earth continues to vibrate, another joins it, and then another, and now a rock, and then a boulder, and soon it's a full-scale roaring landslide crashing towards the gorge below. Not one drop of toxic waste is allowed to enter the LA water system thanks to a yodel. Meanwhile, back at Bullmania, the crowd and even the rampaging bulls are momentarily stunned by the yodel aftershock.
Wow, Ranger Doug, did you hear Texas Bix? You did it!
We did it too, Slim. I couldn't have done it without you and Woody Paul. Sorry about Spuds.
Oh, I think he's okay, Ranger Doug. Just before the yodel, I covered his head with a bucket. Ha! Let's see, Spuds, can you hear me? Spuds! Ha, he's okay!
Come on, boys. Let's get out of here. Those bulls are starting to come too, and some of us are still in our red underwear.
I see what you mean, Woody Paul. Let's get out of here.
Oh, look, it's Adrienne Barbeau, and she's coming this way.
Oh. Sure is. Howdy, Miss Barbeau.
Howdy, boys. Nice piece of yodeling, Ranger Doug.
Gosh. Thanks, Miss Barbeau.
Oh, call me Adrienne. You know, it looks to me like whatever happens next will be in the epilogue, so what say you and me go get a little dinner at Shay J's, and you tell me more about that yodel of yours.
Gosh. I'd love to, Miss Adrienne.
Well, have a good time.
Bye, guys.
Gosh, we'll see you in the epilogue, Ranger Doug. Wow.
And so another happy ending on Riders Radio Theater. Los Angeles was saved, love requited, and oh yes, the toxic waste in Phyllis Gorge were cleaned up by a crack team of environmental experts from Exxon.
Wait, Texas Bix, what about Bullmania?
What about it?
Who won?
Well, Slim, no one cares.
Don't tell me that. I care. Who won?
Okay, it ended in a draw.
A draw? How can you have a draw? You got 2 judges and a referee.
Well, it would have been a split decision, but someone put a bucket over the referee's head and he recused himself.
Well, recuse me.
You're recused. Even though this was the final episode of this serial, we realize there are still unresolved plot lines. All I can say to that is that things have a way of working out around here. In the meantime, be sure and tune in next week when we present the first installment of a brand new serial, Curse of the Lost Gold Script. The first episode is entitled The Epilogue. Coming next week to this Theater of the Mind.